What would you do if foreign warships appeared in your harbor, demanding you surrender your kingdom? This was the impossible choice facing Queen Pomare of Tahiti in 1842. In the early 19th century, Tahiti was a thriving Polynesian kingdom in the South Pacific. The island had maintained its independence despite increasing European interest. Queen Pomare IV ascended to the throne in 1827, becoming one of the Pacific's most formidable female rulers. She governed over 15,000 people across the Society Islands. France had been eyeing Tahiti for decades. French Catholic missionaries arrived in the 1830s, creating tension with the established Protestant British missionaries. Queen Pomare initially expelled the French missionaries in 1836, asserting her sovereignty. But France saw this as an insult to its national honor and an opportunity for expansion. In 1838, a French warship forced Pomare to sign a treaty allowing French Catholics to return and practice freely. She agreed under duress, but the situation deteriorated rapidly. French Rear Admiral Abel Aubert du Petit-Thouars arrived in 1842 with a small fleet. He presented Pomare with an ultimatum: accept French protection or face military action. Queen Pomare refused to surrender her kingdom voluntarily. She understood what French protection really meant: the end of Tahitian independence. On September 9, 1842, despite her protests, du Petit-Thouars declared Tahiti a French protectorate. The Queen was devastated, but strategically retreated rather than engage in hopeless military resistance. Pomare fled to the neighboring island of Raiatea, where she continued to resist French control. She wrote passionate letters to Queen Victoria of Britain, pleading for assistance. In one letter, she declared, "I will never consent to yield up my country to any foreign power whatsoever." Her appeals went largely unanswered, as Britain chose not to challenge French expansion. Back in Tahiti, the local population rose up against French occupation. A fierce resistance movement emerged, with Tahitian warriors fighting French troops for over 2 years. The conflict was brutal, with significant casualties on both sides. Villages were burned, families displaced, and traditional ways of life disrupted. By 1844, French military superiority proved overwhelming. The resistance collapsed, and Queen Pomare was forced to return to Tahiti under French terms. She remained nominal queen, but with no real power. France officially annexed Tahiti as a colony in 1880, decades after first seizing control. Queen Pomare IV's struggle represents a larger pattern of Pacific colonization. Indigenous rulers across Oceania faced similar impossible choices as European powers divided the Pacific among themselves. Her 50-year reign, which ended with her death in 1877, witnessed the complete transformation of Tahitian society. Today, French Polynesia remains a French overseas territory. The legacy of 1842 still shapes contemporary debates about sovereignty, cultural identity, and decolonization. Was Queen Pomare's resistance futile, or did it preserve something essential about Tahitian identity for future generations?